As soon as humans began to form permanent settlements and gave up wandering in search of food, agriculture was arising. Agriculture is the science and art of producing crops and livestock for various useful purposes. We use many agricultural products every day, like food, clothes, etc. In ancient times, humans were nomadic. They were mainly dependent on plant parts and hunted animals for food. Eventually, they learned to cultivate plants. Since the population of the world is increasing day by day, how can the demand of food for such a large population be fulfilled? In order to fulfill the demand, food has to be produced on a large scale. The large-scale production of plants in a specific area of land is called agriculture. Crop is the most important part among the various components of agriculture. So, what do we understand by the term crop? Crop is the growing of same kind of plants in a field on a large scale. We grow different types of crops in our fields, like cereals, vegetables, fruits, etc. These crops can be classified on the basis of seasons in which they grow well. Due to difference in climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall, in different parts of the country, different crops are grown in different locations. Now let us discuss about the different seasonal crops grown in India. They are Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops include the crops grown during the rainy season. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. Some of the examples of Kharif crops are maize, paddy, soybean, cotton, groundnut, etc., which require humidity and lots of water. On the other hand, Rabi crops include the crops grown during the winter season. Winter season is generally from October to March. Examples of Rabi crops are gram, wheat, pea, mustard, linseed, etc. Then, which crops are grown in summer months? Some pulses and vegetables are grown during summers with the help of irrigation. A farmer puts a lot of efforts into the process of crop production. During this process, he undertakes several activities over a time period. These activities are called agricultural practices. Major agricultural practices are preparation of soil, sowing, addition of manure and fertilizers, irrigation, harvesting, protection from weeds, and storage. India is an agriculture-based country. Hence, agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. So, the improvements in agricultural practices hold the key of our future. In agricultural fields, you often notice that there are sprinklers for watering the land. One may wonder what is the source of water and how it reaches the sprinklers for distributions. It is through a process called irrigation. Irrigation is the artificial application of water to the plants in a controlled manner at regular and required intervals for the purpose of agriculture. The monsoon is non-uniform and unpredictable for decades. To overcome this, farmers developed this artificial irrigation system to provide proper supply of water to the crops, as water is important for proper growth and development of plants. Plants contain 90% water. Germination of seed does not take place if water is not available. To maintain the moisture in the soil, which is essential for healthy growth of crop, Fields should be irrigated regularly. The time, amount, and intervals of irrigation depend on the type of crop, soil, and season. For example, in summers, the frequency of irrigation is higher due to the increased rate of evaporation of water from the soil and the leaves. The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, and canals. Based on the approach, the irrigation system is broadly divided into two subtypes, traditional and modern. The traditional approach encompasses four methods, and in the modern approach mainly comes two methods. The traditional methods are cheaper but less efficient as the cattle or human labor is used. The traditional methods include moat or pulley system, chain pump, dhekli, rehet or liver system. On the other hand, modern methods help us to use water economically. The modern methods that are widely used for irrigation are the drip system and the sprinkler system. As the name suggests, in the drip system, water is allowed to drip slowly at or near the root zone of plants. The water drips at very low pour through the network of pipes fitted with outlets called emitters or drippers. It is very beneficial in areas where availability of water is poor. In the sprinkler method, water is applied to the crop using shower method. It is more useful on the land which is uneven and where sufficient water is not available. In this method, water is supplied to the crops in a manner which mimics the natural rainfall. It is done by allowing the pressurized flow of water through small rotating nozzles. The pressure is usually obtained by using pumping. The modern methods ensure enough or uniform supply of water such that each crop plant has the amount of water that is neither too much nor too little.